Now, they bring drunken riots to quiet suburban streets and they don't give a damn about the consequences. Tonight we confront the teenage boys whose parties promoted on Facebook left residents in 2 different suburbs terrified while police officers came under attack.
Are you sorry?
No, not really.
Irresponsible.
What do you do when the party gets shut down? They can't party, so they fight.
Reckless.
They threw our wheelie bin through our front window and kicked down our door. And
we're young, we're stupid, and it happens.
And downright dangerous.
Way to treat a policeman.
There was a police officer who was hit in the jaw.
This is the disgraceful aftermath to teen Facebook parties.
They were kicking the door in, they wrecked one of the cars out the front.
Parties that cost taxpayers thousands of dollars. Over 24 hours, police were called in to shut down 2 separate events. The dog squad and a chopper brought in to deal with hundreds of aggressive teenagers. Neighbours are horrified as they secretly capture video of the drunken riot before they're turned on too.
What are you going to do, you little
Most disgraceful of all, the teenage party hosts don't give a damn.
You're not sorry at all?
No.
Would you host a party again like that?
Probably.
We're having a mad time, but not at the end.
We won't tolerate this level of violence and disruption.
Jed Kenny and Blake Hunter posted a party invite to 4,000 of their Facebook friends.
We gave the address to people that inboxed us, but it got put on Facebook by other people.
And they came down to this house and just literally trashing it.
Their neighbours, like John, subjected to a terrifying ordeal.
I turned around and said, mate, I'd run back into your house if I was you. There's 20 more of them coming around the corner.
hey, I heard them yelling, I'm going to get my gun. And then someone else said that I've got a knife.
This man is too scared to show his face on camera, but his home and car suffered extensive damage, totalling at least $5,000. He was also injured when a brick was thrown at him.
A brick came through the window and caught me in the shin.
Threw me on the ground, and then that's when they just kept yelling.
Another neighbour, Damien Forrest, claims he was attacked by Jed and his violent mates. Now he can barely move.
I got 2 broken ribs on this side here. I got 2 slip discs in the bottom of my back.
It took 7 hours and numerous arrests to gain control.
He had kids ramming down his door at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
That party took place on the north side of Brisbane. A night later, Dejan Wall hosted one of his own at this Housing Commission home on the Gold Coast. He agreed to throw the birthday party for a friend and 50 guests, but the Facebook post went viral.
How did you feel about that?
I really don't care, to be honest.
Despite being fortunate enough to have a government-funded home, Dejan didn't care when revellers showed up in their hundreds. But his neighbours certainly did. They called in police to shut it down.
So what happened then?
Yeah, then my started getting smashed and flares went off and fireworks.
Glass is thrown at police. An officer is punched in the jaw. A 15-year-old boy arrested.
Look, they're in the park.
As Polaire circles overhead, officers in the dog squad round up the hundreds of teens hiding in the dark park.
Oh, look, there's heaps of them still hiding in the rotunda.
But all this commotion doesn't faze Dejan, who remains unapologetic when we ask him what happened.
That's thousands of dollars worth of taxpayer money to disperse guests from your party. Do you feel responsible for that?
No.
The neighbours are too concerned about retaliation to appear on camera, but they have told me that this isn't the first time there's been trouble at his Housing Commission home.
Haven't learnt my lesson.
Police are not punching bags.
The Gold Coast's acting chief superintendent, Des Lacey, is not impressed his officers were put at risk.
That sort of behaviour will be met with the full force of all the laws.
Dejan has told us that he's not sorry. He's going to hold another party. Are you shocked at the amount of disrespect he's showing?
It shows a huge amount of disrespect, and I think immaturity. It's something that hopefully he'll learn in the future.
Would you host another party like that?
Most likely.
Despite being evicted, this Facebook post late today shows Jed and Blake haven't learnt their lesson. Won't make the same mistake again.
Continue to party.
And Dejan wants to plan a bigger party, although police are hoping his hosting days are numbered.
If he thinks that this matter is finished today, he probably needs to think again.
You're not sorry that they had to get called out?
No. It's their job.
Well, police are still investigating both parties and say more people will be charged. They'll also see if those responsible breached any local government laws, and they could still face a hefty fine.